One of the questions that was put to you, in 2005 you voted against the fluoridation when it was introduced as a private member's bill by John Langbroek. The question was, why did you change your position? Why have you changed your mind? Answer. You answered this, Premier Bligh, quote, "It was a matter for the council to decide on fluoridation." Now you know, unquote, you know that's an outright lie, because the Gold Coast City Council 3 times has knocked back fluoride, and there's been a referendum for the whole state of Queensland and Australia, and fluoride has been knocked back. So why do you make such statements when you know it's an outright lie? Premier Bligh, we were with you at the University of Health Science down on the Gold Coast, and we asked you a lot of questions, but in part I want to bring to you, your attention, a couple of points that you made. You were asked to reconsider the introduction of fluoride chemicals to our water supply, and as what is going on to be added as a waste product by industry, which you were told, and there's plenty of countries overseas that have banned it and deemed it to be unsafe. Premier Bligh, you answered by saying, "I have looked at it and it is safe," unquote. Well, I ask you, and we all ask you, what did you look at? Because we put you into office to be a representative in our government, to do what the people of Queensland want, not to do what the people in an air-conditioned office in New York want, not to follow instructions from UN, not to follow instructions from New World Order powers. You haven't looked at this, otherwise you would have seen this. You were further asked in a question, are you interested in the children's health? Please relook at, for example, the study by Phyllis Mullinex, who categorically found that such fluoridation takes down the IQ of children. You were informed that it takes down the IQ of children. The people said to you, if you're interested in promoting skills like this and a smart state, we're concerned about the young people. We asked you what about the infants, and the ADA, which issued a warning on the dangers of them drinking fluoridated water. And I might add that the notice that we've got from the ADA and the copies which we've got are public information. They were released publicly on media. Premier Bligh, your answer, quote, they have been misquoted. This is often the case, unquote. How could you make that statement? Premier Bligh, we put all these questions to you in the presence of reporters from the media, a qualified chemist and a pharmacist. And one of the most important questions that we put to you, we said, would you please review and reconsider your decision? Will you please have a referendum? A referendum should be held immediately to see if the people of Queensland will accept fluoridation. Your reply, Premier Bligh, quote, "Everything is already built and in place already, it's going in, don't worry," unquote. Premier Bligh, you have gone ahead to do something which is against the people of Queensland. You are doing something by putting forced medication, a drug, onto people that don't want it, don't need it, and have said no to it. And this is a criminal offence. Premier Bligh, it wasn't until last July, it's only some 9 weeks ago, that the tender was called for to put in the equipment for the fluoridation. We've since learned from the media that those people that make the industrial waste toxic poison have given you $6 million to put in this equipment. Premier Bligh, do we ask you again, don't you think there's a conflict of interest? Don't you think this is against good governance? Don't you think there is something wrong here, where those people that make this toxic waste fluoride poison, are paying you $6 million to put it in, just so that we can be poisoned by it? No, Premier Bligh. We won't accept this. This message is going to all of the people, but thousands of people are going to see this message, and all of your representatives in government will get a copy of this. And make sure, please understand, we want you to just look after us, the Queensland people, the way that we elected you to do so. Not follow instructions from the New World Order when they want total people control. We don't accept that. Please understand. We hold no malice against you. We hold no offence against you. But we will not allow you to force us with poison, force onto us a dose, the poor people that are already sick. As a matter of fact, there is a greater incidence of breakages, bone breakages, and osteoporosis in those places that have fluoride than any other place that's not fluoride. Don't you realise this? You can get the scientific evidence on this. So please, Premier Bligh, if you want to give this to us, the Queensland people, then you give us a referendum, and we will tell you whether or not we want it.